This is the BS4 podcast, and I'm your host, Bria Villa. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the BS4 podcast. I'm your host, Bria Villa, and today we are chilling, cozy, comfy on the couch. I'm back with Nat, of course, because who else would I be with? And we are going to do a highly requested episode. A lot of people mentioned that they wanted to get to know me more. So, hi. We're getting to know me more. But I thought a fun way to do this, and I asked you all, would you prefer that I talk and just share more about me, or would you prefer that I actually have Natalia interview me? And so she put together a list of 11 questions, and we are going to go through them.
Yeah.
Some of them are surprise questions. Some of them we agreed upon. So I don't know what's fully going to come out of this, but I'm really excited. So we're going to get into some questions. We're just going to dive right in.
So today the B is for Bria.
Period. That's really what the B was for originally.
Yeah.
But now it's become so many things.
I love it.
And I'm excited. And I'm also kind of nervous. I don't know why. I don't know, because I want to answer the questions well.
You'll be fine. I have a lot of faith in you, so don't even worry about that.
Okay, fine.
Should we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. Question number one.
Question number one.
What's the most rebellious thing you've done in your career or personal life?
I think you know. Oh, I told you the story actually recently for the first time, but it was when I went and snuck off and got a tattoo underage in Compton. So
yes.
I was always a really goody two shoes growing up. I just never got in too much trouble. I pretty much did everything by the book. I was also just terrified of my mother, my strict Latin mother. So I was I am too scared to do anything. I just wasn't a super rebellious kid, but I always wanted tattoos. And my parents should have known this at an early age, because I literally would draw all over myself all the time. I would draw full sleeves on myself, and I literally don't know why my parents were shocked that I did this. And we would always go to this mall, and my sister and I would get henna tattoos.
Oh,
and
cute.
I just don't know why my parents didn't register how badly I wanted ink on my body. But it hit I had just turned 17, and a friend of mine in high school who was one of my best friend's boyfriends, he was oh, I have a tattoo artist in Compton. I'm going to go get a tattoo this weekend. And I was oh, can I come with you?
Oh my gosh.
And he was yeah, but you're not 18. I had just turned 17. It was literally 2 weeks after my 17th birthday. And he was yeah, you're not 18. And I was well, can't we just get him to just give it to me anyways? Yeah. And he was I'll talk to him. He's a friend of mine. I'm sure he won't care, whatever. So he didn't. And we literally drove to Compton. Mind you, this place is no, it's really in the middle of the hood. And my tattoo artist was high. He literally went on a break between my friend's session and my session to smoke, came back in, and he was okay, I'm ready for you. And I don't know why, the alarm bells weren't going off at that time. I just wanted the tattoo so bad. Yeah. I mean, they were. I clocked it.
Right.
But I was
still
I want it anyways. Yeah. So, yeah, I got Roman numerals on the top of my shoulder. That was my first tattoo. I remember getting it and being obsessed with it, and then being oh my God, I have to hide this from my mom. And
the hiding it part was probably
crazy. Crazy. So I hid it from my mom for 6 months.
That's
insane. I know. So I hid it from her. Well, almost 6 months. I knew summer was coming up.
Yeah.
And I was okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to hide this anymore, because she's going to obviously see it at some point. I can't wear t-shirts. I can't be in a bathing suit around her, nothing. And the guilt was also eating me up that I was hiding it from her.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was literally killing me. And so I told her, I was Mom, like, can we go for a drive? And the reason why I asked her to go for a drive is because I didn't want her to hit me. My mom is not an abusive woman. I just was terrified of her, and I thought she was going to smack the shit out of me. So I literally was like, can we go for a drive because it'll make her hands occupied? And I was like, I just need to like tell her this, but I'm terrified. I remember trembling in the car. I'm so scared. And I was like, shit, like she's going to like reach across this car and like smack the shit out of me. And we get in the car and she obviously knows something's up. She's like, why are you asking me to go for a drive?
Yeah.
And she's like, are you pregnant? And I was like, no. But in my head, when she asked that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like
anything
else is like gonna be like
Yeah.
better than like the blow of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she's like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, no. And she was like, okay, what is it? And I was like, I got a tattoo. And she literally did not say a word. She looks at me. Well, no, she looks at me and she goes, where? And I go, on my shoulder. And she goes, And she puts both hands on the wheel and she drives us home and she doesn't say a word to me. And she didn't
the whole
say,
drive.
She didn't say a word to me for a week. Like she literally did not respond for a week. And then a week later, she's like, the only thing that she said to me is, you're grounded, give me your phone. Like all this stuff. And then, well, she said that like when we got home.
Mm-hmm.
And then a whole week later is when we actually like talked about it for a second and she let me show her. She didn't even want to see it. Like she like was so mad at me. And and then when she found out the whole story, she's like, where did you get it? How did you do it? All this stuff. Oh my God, it was a mess. But that was the most like rebellious thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Because to know me is to know like I really do like respect my parents. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I hate disappointing people. So that was like the most selfish, rebellious thing that I've done. And like, if I were to go back, like I wouldn't have done it that way, honestly. But like, I really wanted it. And now I'm literally covered in them. So there's just like no point in sitting here. But I remember my dad was like making appointments for me to remove it.
What made you pick your shoulder?
I don't know. I just liked that spot. I just liked that spot. Because Rihanna has one there.
Oh.
Because Rihanna literally has Roman numerals. Like I have it right here. And Rihanna
so what
has
are the Roman numerals?
My grandfather's birthday and the day he passed.
Oh.
Yeah. But like my mom just was so livid. And my dad was trying to get like a whole removal situation going. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm glad that you didn't do all that. Like it's pointless because here I am covered in them now. So it don't even matter. But that's the most rebellious thing that I've done. Wow. For sure.
I could just imagine.
Oh my God. She was going to murder me. Like, she was so livid.
Poor woman.
They grounded me for 6 months.
6 months?
Yes.
Like, how?
I couldn't use my phone for 3 of those months. It was a time.
Dang.
But I was a sneaky little girl. I used my iPad. I was texting people on my iPod and stuff. Like, duh.
You found a way.
I found a way. Of course.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, she knows this now. She knows that I was being a little sneaky girl, but it is what it is.
Okay. What's a common misconception or assumption that people have about you?
I think 2 things come to mind. One, I think that people just base off my look. Mm-hmm. And I have really bad RBF, and like I'll own that.
You do. Sorry.
I really do. It's bad. But I really don't realize that that's how I'm coming off. Yeah. Like in my head, I think I'm smiling, and I'm not at all. I'm like happy-go-lucky in my head, but I literally look. Yeah. So I think the first thing is like people assume I'm mean. I've gotten that my whole life. Like when people meet me, they're like, I honestly thought you were going to be so mean.
Aww.
And like that makes me sad.
That's crazy to think about because you don't even have like a mean bone in your body.
Well, I do sometimes, but like naturally you'd have to take me there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Naturally I'm not.
You're like not a mean person. You have to like get you to that point.
Yeah.
But...
Or maybe I'm not, maybe mean isn't the right word.
Yeah.
Like if you piss me off, I'm going to take, but I'm still not, even when I'm pissed, I'm not like mean. Like I don't like cut deep into people or like say things. So yeah, I just think like it makes me sad when people off rip think I'm mean just because of how I look or like how my face is. And I've really tried to control it, but I just like simply can't. And I've kind of given up on that. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I guess people are just going to have to get to know me if you want to like know that I'm not mean. Yeah. But like, yeah, people one, a common misconception is that I'm mean.
Mm-hmm.
The other, which someone literally DM'd me this recently, and he was like, "You're such a oxymoron." And I was like,
what?
Which oxymoron, for my people who don't know the definition of oxymoron, it just means like something looks one way and is another.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "You're such an oxymoron. You look like trouble, but you're so wholesome."
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to like screenshot and put it right here, like what this
I feel
DM
like
said.
Yeah, because I feel like the word oxymoron just sounds crazy. But the actual definition
of it, yeah. But I was like, but it still blew me because I was like, damn, do like a lot of people see me this way? That I like look like, and I think it's just because like the tattoos, the dark hair, like,
yeah,
I just think that people think I look really edgy and probably would correlate a different personality with my look than what I actually have.
Yeah.
But I think a common misconception about me is that like I'm edgy or I'm like rebellious or careless or whatever, but I'm actually like very like sweet.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He was like, he literally said, "You look like trouble, but you're actually wholesome." And I was like, it's the actually for me.
Right. Like it's so interesting how he worded the whole message.
Yeah. But I feel like an overall misconception is my looks have often given me a totally different, like people look at me with such a different perspective than how I actually am until you get to know me.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just really common for me to hear from people like, "Oh, I didn't expect you to be like that." Oh, one that I get a lot that like low-key sucks, but it just like is what it is that people assume because of how I look that I'm not smart. Or like, because people often correlate, and I think, and I say this humbly, but people really correlate pretty women. Like they don't correlate a woman being beautiful with like having the ability to also be smart.
Yeah.
And that sucks for me because my mind is like one of my favorite things about me.
Yeah.
So like I really love, like I say this all the time that I'm like a sapiosexual. Like I'm very interested in like intelligence and like, yeah. So I think just people think that I'm a ditz or something when in reality I'm like
far from that.
Yeah. It's just, it's crazy. Like that's just one of the most common things that I get.
That's actually crazy to hear.
Yeah.
Because you are so intelligent. It's like,
thank you.
The fact that someone could think that, I'm like, huh? Have you ever had a conversation with her?
No.
Like,
no.
Well, and that's the thing.
That's the thing is they literally haven't.
Yeah.
They literally haven't. So that's why I'm like, when people, it's really hard for me to like get DMs from people and like take people who are interested in me who have never met me because I'm like, I think you have a perception in your mind of who I am versus who I actually am. Like you really don't know me at all.
Yeah.
And like that's the tough part about social media for me. So that's why I really love the pod because it's actually showing more of like me, like who I truly am, where I feel like my social media doesn't really like show that side of me as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I feel like that, that's common for me.
That's crazy.
It's really weird. It's trippy.
Watch the pod and get to know her.
Yeah. I'm like, as a man, the smartest thing that you can do if you're trying to bag me is like really get to know me. Like maybe do your research before you come to me.
And then DM her. Because she probably 9 times out of 10 will shut you down. I'm just saying. So good luck to you all.
Good luck, Charlie.
Like honestly.
Truly.
Oops. Okay. What's a toxic trait that you have?
Okay, I kind of have 2.
Oh, she's toxica.
No, a little toxica. My first one is I'm really impulsive. I'm super impulsive. And it's because my ADHD, I've learned this.
Yeah.
I thought my whole life I just like had a problem with this. I just literally have no impulse control. Like None. If an idea pops in my head that I want to do, I have to do it in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so impulsive. I'm like, if I'm thinking about a tattoo I want to book the appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm thinking about cutting my hair, I'm like, I want to do it tomorrow. I'll make the appointment. Like, I'm just really, really impulsive, and it's not good because I'm even impulsive with my words sometimes, and I'm trying to be better at, like, slowing it down.
Yeah.
But, like, my intrusive thoughts win way too often.
All the time.
Like,
Yeah.
she knows it. Like,
Yeah.
I literally will just say shit.
Yeah.
It's the impulse control. So that's, like, one of my toxic traits is that
But I also feel like that's what makes you you. Like, if you, like, didn't let your intrusive thoughts win, I'd be like, is she okay? Like, what's wrong with her? Like, why isn't she speaking?
I know.
It's like you always have something to say, but I don't know. I feel like that's what makes you you.
Yeah.
So don't, like, quiet that too much.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. But, like, the other things, I'm like, I've had to tone it down.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember when I was making, like, hella money, and I talked about this in episode 1, and maybe we'll do another episode about, like, my career and stuff, but when I was making a stupid amount of money in 2020, I literally went to a Range Rover dealership, and I was, like, looking just to look because I just wanted to look, and I've always wanted a Range Rover.
It never turns into that.
And left with a Range Rover. So,
Yeah.
very impulsive purchase. Mind you, like, it ended up, I got it for a really good deal because it was, like, COVID and stuff. So people were just like, but that hasn't always worked in my favor. Like, I also bought a condo really impulsively. So I'm just like, I have to work on the impulse control. So that's toxic trait number 1. Toxic trait number 2. This is specifically with men. I unfortunately, I fear that I do like a little games. Like, not like, I like intellectual games. That's the best way to put it. But it's toxic. I'm like, I just want to see what he would say to this.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Like, I'd just be doing that. Like, I troll a little bit just to see what the response
just to
would be.
see the reaction. Yeah.
Like, I'm
and
kind
how
of
they
a troll.
handle it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of a troll. I just love to just, like, stir the pot a little bit.
Banter.
Just to see, nothing crazy. A little banter.
A little banter.
I do like a little banter, but yeah, it's a bit toxic.
A little bit.
It is. I'm working on it.
Leave these men alone. You play with them a little too much. These poor idiots.
So poor idiots. These poor idiots. I don't know what to do with them, but yeah, I need to work on that. Will I? I don't know.
She probably won't. Until she find the one who, like,
yeah,
back
but I feel like the men that I'm attracted to handle that well.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it's a test for me to see. Like, that's
like
why
one
it's
that's
kind of
gonna,
toxic.
Like, come correct and, like,
but that's
come
why
back
it's
at you a little bit. You're gonna be like, oh.
But that's why it's kind of toxic.
Yeah.
Because I like that shit.
Next question. What is the best compliment someone has ever given you? Not like...
No, not the superficial.
Like, yeah.
No. Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
You know I'm thinking deep on this.
Yeah.
I would say the best compliment I've ever gotten is, I think Jada said, you're like a human safe space.
That's
it may have been Jada who said that. But I just remember, and maybe not, but I just remember someone saying that to me, and it just, like, really, like, made me, because I feel like that's really a part of my purpose, is, like, I want people to feel so safe and loved around me, and, like, feel like they can be who they are fully. And I feel like authenticity is so hard to come by.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if I'm, like, an enabler of someone's authenticity, that makes me feel, like, really good. Like, it makes me feel like I'm, like, living my purpose. I don't know.
Aww.
So, like, that's one of the best compliments I've gotten, is that, like, people feel safe around me.
Yeah.
And I think another one is, like, I'm good at solving, like, this is when I get at work a lot, is, like, I'm really good at solving hard problems.
Yeah.
Like, I love, which I think goes back to, like, the toxic trait. Like, I love a challenge.
Yeah.
And I, like, my brain just, like, I just enjoy, like, I don't know. So I think for me, work-wise, That's one of my favorite compliments is like people give me the hard problems because they know that I can solve them.
Yeah.
Or like at least trust that I can handle them.
Yeah.
I think.
Those are good.
Yeah. I like those compliments.
Yeah. You definitely are a safe space. For sure.
Thanks.
And you're good. I come to you with all my problems.
Thanks.
And you help me out. Here we are.
And here we are.
Here we are.
No, but same. I'm like, I literally, you're the only person I actually like fully tell stuff to, I feel like.
See, that's a compliment to me.
Because I don't be telling nobody nothing. That's part, I need to work on that. But like, you always get it out of me. Because you're so safe. And you never judge me.
Ever.
It's literally the best feeling ever. I always feel a little bit judged by people.
Yeah.
But you never judge me.
Never. Because I'm just a little crack kid.
We just are the same, Toodle.
Love you.
I love you.
Okay. If you had to describe your essence, not like your career achievements, but like your soul in 3 words, what would they be?
Okay, I want to answer this, but then I want you to answer it.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I like to be introspective.
Yeah.
And like maybe there's something you see that maybe I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say 3 words to describe my essence. I think the first is genuine.
Oh my God. This is going to be hard because you're literally going to say the words that I'm going to say.
Well, if you're going to say them,
yeah.
then thank God I'm
right there.
Reflective enough. I would say genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
I like don't even have room for them in my brain. I just like do everything heart first.
Yeah.
Which like, you know, has burned me a few times, but like I do.
Mm-hmm.
Loving.
Absolutely.
Like I feel like I just have like a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like my essence. Like,
yeah.
And I think just like deep.
Yeah.
I just think I view everything with depth. I have a lot of depth.
Mm-hmm.
I look at, the world is just so cool to me. And I just like a deep appreciation for like, I just think I'm just my essence is very deep, which I think sometimes comes off as like, I've gotten in the past that I'm like mysterious.
Ooh, I like that.
I think it's cool,
It's
but like
fun, yeah.
I feel like even Corinne used to say, so she'll probably attest to this at some point, but she's like, you're literally like a jawbreaker. Like it takes so long to like get to the center. And like for as deep as I am, it takes me a while to go deep about myself with people. But I'm like, I don't know, because I don't feel like everybody will like be able to understand it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say my essence is genuine, loving, and deep. What would you say?
I have like 20 things that popped into my head as you were talking.
Well, pick 3.
Okay, so
Thank you.
One of them is peaceful.
Aww.
Like being in your presence is extremely peaceful.
Aww.
Like anytime I'm anxious or I feel a certain way, I'm just like, just sitting next to you on this couch, I'm like, okay, everything's fine. Aww. Like you just give off this like peaceful like aura about yourself. Aww. Yeah.
I feel that way about you, but I feel like sometimes I'm so like chaotic, but maybe it's
no.
Just, okay.
I think that's just
it's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
So peaceful, intentional. You are extremely intentional. And I think that's why, like, I love you bad. But just everything you do, like, everything you do, how you move is so intentional. And I love that about you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I said peaceful, intentional, genuine, also one of them.
That's 3.
I was going to give you, like, one more besides genuine, but then I went blank. And
you don't have to. That was perfect. Okay. That was so sweet. The other 2 were so kind.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I'd be feeling like I'm a little chaotic.
But I feel like we all are, but sometimes in our own heads we
more chaotic than we actually
exactly,
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's like overthinkers. Like,
yeah.
I think
That's my essence.
What's your ultimate dream goal, and how close do you feel to achieving it?
This just changed. Yeah. Like
Ooh.
recently.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dream goal used to be.
Yeah, let's hear that and then what it changed to.
Shifted to. My dream goal used to be that I wanted to be like a mogul. I was like, I want to be a CEO. I want to be a boss. I want my name to be known. Not like from a fame standpoint, but from like a accolades standpoint. I just like wanted to be the best at whatever I decided to do. I wanted to be the best at it, which like I do still, but it was more career oriented and like business driven. I was like, oh, I want to be a really good public speaker and a coach and a CEO and a leader. Like those were just, that was it. Like that's what I wanted to do. Entrepreneur, like there's just, yeah. But it shifted recently to, I think my biggest goal is to be a wife and to be a mom and to be the CEO of like my own little household.
I love that.
And my family.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could be like, I want to share that role with my husband, you know? But I think like that may be one of the most fulfilling jobs I have.
Yeah.
Is doing that. And I don't know, I had this realization after we did the episode on relationships and me saying like, oh, I think I would be fine if my husband didn't want kids or whatever, but like I do really value creating a family and like having a partnership, a lifelong partnership. I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos that have been literally making me like so emotional of just these couples that have been together for 50 years and like the things they've endured together. And I don't just view life anymore in the like right now. I'm seeing things more future state, which I never used to be like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to have a partner that like I know that I can lean on and trust and have for life. Like literally when I'm old and gray and like can't walk anymore. And it's crazy. I'm even thinking about like this shows you how my brain works. Okay. I hurt my knee like 2 weeks ago. And Nat and I went to the gym and I'm trying to do squats and I can't even push up from my squat because my knee is killing me. TBD on the knee. We don't know what's going on. It still hurts.
We're rehabbing it.
Yeah, but we need to figure this out. But it got me thinking. Yesterday I was on my walk, and when I walk, I like say affirmations to myself and I pray out loud. It's like a meditative thing for me now. And I'm talking out loud and I'm like, thank you for a healthy body, blah, blah, blah. And then I start thinking and I'm like, imagine what it'll feel like when I'm old. Like if these aches and pains are bothering me now, imagine what it's going to feel like when I'm old. And then I was thinking about when I get old and I'm like, I don't want to be taking care of myself. Like, and so that sort of like thought process went through my head and I was like, no, my biggest goal is to like find a life partner. And I think I've always wanted that. Yeah. I just like, you know, prioritized it differently in my mind at certain points in my life. But yeah, I really, really want to be a wife and I really want to be a mom. And like, I want to have a family. Like that's super important to me. Yeah. How close am I to achieving it? Maybe, I don't know. Because I'm so single right now.
But you could meet that
I could meet my
tomorrow.
husband tomorrow.
Like you never know.
I'm okay with being single though. Like I'm not necessarily in a rush. And like, thankfully I do take really good care of my body. I'm super conscious about like what I eat, what I drink. Like, so, and my health is like very important to me. Like Natalia probably can't stand me, but like, I don't even use a single product that doesn't rate like over 80 on Yuka. Like I'm a nut. That's true. If you don't know what Yuka is, it's this app that scans all the ingredients in your food, your products, whatever. And I take absolutely or use absolutely nothing that doesn't get approved on there. Yeah. But I take such good care of my body. And I know that like I'll be healthy and living for like a long time. And life in your later years is when life gets lonelier. And it's like so important to me to like, just like have a family that I see myself with long term. And so the reason why I brought up the health thing is like, I don't necessarily feel like I'm in a rush from a kid's standpoint.
Yeah.
I know I'm nearing 30, but like my cousin literally just had her third child at 40. So like, we just got like strong genes and like, I'm not super worried about that. I want it to be the right thing, not a rushed thing. But yeah, I think that's like, I don't know how close I am to it. I assume hopefully within the next like 10 years.
Yeah.
But
you never know.
Yeah.
That makes me really happy.
Thank you.
That makes me really happy because when, you know, you used to view it as like, I'd be okay if I didn't have kids. That made me really sad. Because I was like, who are my kids going to play with? I'm thinking about my kids like, they're supposed to be best friends. Like, those are cousins. That's family. Those are cousins. Like,
yeah.
Who? Like, no one? No? Where?
Nothing? Are you sure?
No, but that makes me really, really happy.
Thanks.
Aww.
I know. I can tell it makes you happy.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like
you would just have just little kids. Is it for my own selfish reasons? I don't know. But like,
I feel like that's okay.
Like, I want to like be there with you when you're pregnant and like take care of your kids like you would do for me. And
same. I want to like experience that as friends too. Like not just like with my husband, but like I want to, because I look at my two other best friends who gave me my god kids, and I'm like, it was such a beautiful experience in our friendship to like go through their pregnancy with them and like learn from them and like be the person that they called when things were exciting or when things were hard. Like it's just I want to be able to experience that with you too. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
I can't wait. Someone please. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, be a good man though, please.
Please. I don't want to have to
God's sending him. I believe that for both of us.
100%. What's one unspoken rule that you have in your friendships that means a lot to you?
I hold loyalty at like the highest regard. So I have an unspoken rule that if I call you a best friend, I won't. Well, there's certain people that I hold at different levels though. Yeah. There's a certain friend caliber that you have to be in my life that I will quite literally, I'm like the best secret keeper. Like I just have an unspoken rule that like if you tell me something in confidence, I will never say it. Yeah. Like I just am like that. Granted, if you're in a situation where I'm like, it's not safe for you or whatever, okay. But like in general, if you are like, this is my deepest, darkest secret and I'm coming to you with it, I will literally take that shit to the grave with me. Like that's just the type of person I am. Another unspoken rule that I have is that I can't consider you a best friend if you don't let me hold you accountable and if you don't hold me accountable. I don't like tell my friends that, but there are certain people that honestly, as of recently, like I've distanced myself from. Yeah. Because I'm like, you don't hold yourself accountable, you don't hold me accountable, and you won't let me hold you accountable. And so I can't like put you in that bucket. And I'm actually going to do an episode on accountability because I have a lot to say about that. But I really don't believe that someone's a true friend if they're not holding you accountable. Yeah. Like to the things that you want in life or holding you accountable to what you deserve. I can't like fake the funk. Yeah. And accountability is just like really big to me. Yeah. Because this life is hard. And like if people are not holding you accountable, then what's the point of your circle? You just have a bunch of yes men in your circle who will watch you crash out over whatever. Yeah. And like those aren't your friends. You know? So I don't know. That's like a really big thing for me. Yeah. Is accountability.
I love that.
And like, shit, I ain't perfect. Like I be doing dumb stuff too. Yeah. But
we'll tell you.
You're the first person to be like, nah, Bria. why is she doing that?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We'll be like,
know about
maybe let's
this
not
one.
do
Yeah.
that.
Are you sure
let's
you want to
not-
respond to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, don't even waste your time.
Yeah. On that note.
What's your biggest ick when it comes to
Ooh.
dating?
Ooh, don't come for me, please. But I really don't like sassy men. Like, there's a sassy man era right now.
Yes.
Like, it's like a season. I'm not vibing
I'm not
with
sure
it.
what's happening,
I'm not vibing with it.
but
It gives me the ick super bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally fine with like a balance of masculine and feminine. Everybody needs that.
Yeah.
But there's a point where I'm like, I read a question the other day and it was like, do you want a man who's like fully confident in himself, or do you like when a man's a little nervous? The nervousness, you're human.
Yeah.
But like, I have a strong personality.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, this sounds bad, but just like showing me that you don't know how to handle me,
Yeah,
gives me the ick. If you try to act like you're the prize,
ugh,
no. And like, don't be blowing my phone up for real. That gives me the ick bad. Unless no, even then, I'm like, you gotta pull up.
Yeah,
That
like,
gives
why
me
are
the
we
ick
doing
super.
all this
Like, don't
texting?
text me for real.
Yeah,
like
we can talk.
make
in person.
plans.
Yeah,
Make plans. Don't come in my
Schedule
phone.
it.
Can I talk about other icks?
Yeah, give me like 2 more.
I cannot stand men who wear dangly earrings. You immediately give me menace to society. Like, if you wear dangly cross earrings, I know you ain't shit. Like, I'm not even, I wish I was fucking kidding right now. I'm literally not kidding. It gives me the ick. Bad.
Noted.
No dangly cross earrings. Also, oh my God. This is another one.
What?
It gives me the ick when men have hand tattoos and neck tattoos, but don't have the rest of their body.
I know.
It's just like you are giving.
Why is that?
It's like giving poser.
Because you just want them. You want them in the areas that show.
Right. But you don't want to like, I don't know. It just gives like, and in the tattoo community, that's like it's like super frowned upon.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you're known as like a poser or like lame.
Dang.
Or like a goofy because you won't actually put in the work to like do the rest of your body.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't like that. I really don't like hands or neck with no chest, arms, none of that. That gives me the ick.
On your chest.
Oh, you know what else gives me the ick about tattoos?
Huh.
When men who have shitty tattoos try to compare their tattoos to me. You're done.
Ew.
Immediately. Like, baby, you got that shit in a garage from your friend. I know you're not talking about my art like this. This is art. There's a difference between ink on your body and art on your body. Mm-hmm. Huge difference. Just because you're covered in ink does not mean you are covered in good tattoos. Mm. There is I view tattoos as art, personally.
Yeah.
Some people view it just as ink, like they just like the look of the ink, which
like,
is fine.
Yeah.
But that's just, it gives me the ick.
I'm new to this community.
She is. She has one cute little one.
I have one little cute one.
It's adorable.
Thanks.
I really love it.
Thanks.
We're going to get a matching one.
Yeah. What's your dream collaboration or opportunity?
Dream collaboration or opportunity. I have like 3 people for different reasons. One is Alex Cooper, just because I think that she's like a podcast mogul.
Yeah.
She's a brilliant businesswoman. She's really like grew an empire off of stuff that's really vulnerable and hard to do. Like, I actually didn't listen. So Alex, don't kill me, but like, I didn't listen to Call Her Daddy in college or anything until she started evolving the show, because I think it's just more aligned with like my mindset and stuff now. But the fact that she was even getting on a podcast and talking about such intimate things like sex that's so hard to do. Like, I don't even necessarily have the bravery to do that. So she's
Yeah.
just like a very brave woman to
Mhm.
me. And yeah, she just seems like a total girl's girl. And I loved when she had Kamala Harris on the pod. I think it was just like super, it's a very hard thing to do. Very hard thing
Yeah.
to do during that time. And I really respect her for it. So that would be a dream collaboration. Another opportunity that I think would be dope is working with Emma, the CEO of Skims and Good American.
Ooh.
She's the Kardashians' business partner. She is like the brains
Brilliant,
behind
yeah.
all these brands, and she is brilliant. She's a mom. I watched her podcast episode with Jay Shetty, and I just like love the way her brain works.
Yeah.
And she's able to balance like motherhood and marriage while also being just like a total boss. So would love to collaborate with
That
her.
would be so cool.
She's just incredible. Like,
Yeah.
Emma, you are that girl for real.
Yeah.
She's such an inspiration to me. I've literally like DM'd her, so Emma, if you ever see this, I've literally DM'd her being like, you're such an inspiration to me, like, because I just think she's so cool.
Yeah.
And then the last person that would be an incredible opportunity and someone I would love to have on the pod is Michelle Obama.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I just think she is so, that woman and the things that she's seen and what she's overcome. And like, I cannot imagine what it feels like to be the first lady, let alone the first Black lady. I'm like, she just, and prior to her being the first lady, like she had her own, like this woman is literally brilliant, brilliant. And I would just love to like pick her brain. I genuinely feel like that would be one of the best conversations I could ever have.
Insane.
I would literally be obsessed with her. Like I am obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Like I would love to have her on the pod.
Wow, that's so cool.
Those are my like,
oh my God, those
big
three people.
Yeah.
You will have it one day. So when it happens.
Madam First Lady Michelle Obama, please. Please. I would do anything.
DM her.
I really should. I'm going to send her this.
You DM everyone else.
I know.
DM her.
That's one thing about me. I'm like fearless sometimes. I just DM people.
No, I love that about you.
Thanks.
That's something
I have
you're
like no
actually
shame.
teaching me. Yeah.
I'm like, I just will DM and be like, hi. I really try to like just be friends.
Yeah.
Make connections.
I love that.
Thanks.
Okay. Last question. Last question.
This has been fun. I'm scared.
I know. What? Don't be scared. It's a good question.
Okay.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
Yeah, this one's good.
It's a good one to end on.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think the legacy I want to leave behind. So, I'm second generation Latina American, and a lot of people don't know this about me, but my grandparents were born in Spain, fled Spain during World War II, and came and went to Cuba, did a decade in Cuba, and then left. My grandfather was a prisoner of war in Cuba considerably due to the Castro regime and just like the dictatorship that they were under. They had to escape Cuba. Some of my tios and tias escaped Cuba before my grandparents even got here, and so they took such a big risk coming to this country. They all landed in different places. They didn't speak any English. They had to find each other again, learn the native language, build businesses, provide for their family. And I just want to like carry their legacy. Like they sacrificed so much to see me in the position that I'm in now. And the best way for me to do that is to use my voice in any way that I can. Part of that is like, I want to keep my last name in some way, shape, or form. Even like when I get married, I want to put it into all the businesses that I do. Like I want it to be attached to anything that I do because it's so important to me to like carry their legacy. But also I think like even just keeping our native tongue in the family will be really important to me too. So my kids speaking Spanish, is like a non-negotiable. Like they will have to.
Yeah.
Me being fluent again will be a part of me giving back to them because they work so hard to like learn the language here.
Yeah.
I should work as hard to like keep our native tongue.
Yeah.
But I just want to leave a legacy of like perseverance. But I also want my children to know, like, I want my legacy to be one of love and authenticity and kindness. Like, if I do anything in this world, I hope and pray that I'm remembered for being a loving person.
Yeah.
Showing people how to love, showing people how to take care of one another, showing people compassion, showing people empathy, giving to others, service. Like, I'm not a philanthropist. It's not my life mission to be a philanthropist. But I think in small actions every day, you can serve people.
Yeah.
And I want to be known for doing that. And I want my children to be raised with that mindset of like, take care of the people around you.
Yeah.
Like I really have a hard time agreeing with any ideology that's individualistic. It's really difficult for me because I don't believe that humans are meant to do things alone.
Yeah.
I really don't. I think that there's certain things that we have to process and go through ourselves, but it doesn't mean people can't help us do that. And so in the same way that like, I just think everyone needs help.
Yeah.
Everyone needs help. And like no one person is better than another in my mind. And so I don't want to be known for like, I don't know, having the best podcast in the world. Like that doesn't really, it'd be great. I just want to like leave the best impact.
Yeah.
Like I want people to feel like, no, she actually really cares about people and she really loved people and she loved them deeply and she had no ulterior motives and what you see is what you got. Like that's just what I care about. I think my abuelo, my grandfather, was one of the most brilliant men in the world to me. He literally was homeless due to living in an abusive household. He was kicked out at 13, lived on the streets of Madrid from when he was 13 to when he was 18, and then enlisted in the army during the war and taught himself to read, taught himself engineering. He tested into the best engineering school in Madrid and couldn't afford to go, but he was so brilliant and he always taught you to care, to love others, to be mindful. Like he was just a very spiritual, beautiful man. And the way that he loved my grandmother was like he kissed the ground that she walked on. And I just like, there's so much of, I just feel like I have other people's legacy to carry.
Yeah.
And I've like made it a part of my own purpose. So I just want people to just feel love and like know that who I was when I'm gone by nature was a loving, caring, kind person. That's literally all I care about. Yeah. I want my legacy to be like, oh, I left a situation better. Like I went into my relationship with Bria one way and left the relationship better because of,
100%.
you know, like that's like literally all I care about.
Yeah. What's really crazy, like as you were talking about your grandpa, like I shit you not, like I felt his presence here. And you even wearing those glasses right now, it's like actually crazy. Like it just reminds me of the picture on your body.
Arm.
Yeah. Like this, just like, I don't know, it just like reminds me of him. I've never met him.
Yeah.
I only know the picture from your arm, but like all I like envision is just like him with these glasses on. Like, isn't that crazy?
That's so dope.
Yeah. It could like make me emotional.
I know, it's kind of like making me a little emotional.
Yeah. I just like felt something like when you were talking about him. That's crazy.
No, we're both crying.
I know. I don't know why. That's so crazy.
We talk about how like God literally like uses us as vessels for each other. So like
no, I just like know they're like so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
We do this a lot, guys. We cry a lot.
It's just like it's a new thing for me. But
Yeah.
speaking of my abuela, I kind of have like damaged tear ducts, I think, because she did. So sometimes my tears like don't like roll.
Oh, mine.
I have to like
roll.
No, I have to like be like sobbing for them to like fully come down my face.
Mine just like I could yawn and I'm just like.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, that was crazy. I like had to just like tell you that.
No, I like feel it.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm gonna have to like, I don't know if the camera will get this, but damn, that's crazy.
No, like you are wearing, you guys, the glasses that you have on right now.
Remind.
Just.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like.
Go to the camera, please.
No, I think if I sit up and show it like that.
Yeah.
We'll be able to zoom in. Yeah. Wow. Well, this was such a fun episode.
I know.
And that was such a like beautiful way to end it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that like you asked that. But
yeah,
I mean, I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. I think it's so cool to have you interview me, because I think if I were like trying to go through these questions myself, it would just like feel weird.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing
I'm
this.
glad I got to do it.
Is there anything that like you want to round us out on?
I mean, I think you're living on like this legacy. Like you're really doing the damn thing. So
thank you, sis.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Your grandparents are proud of you. Everyone, we're all proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I am very grateful. I have so much gratitude for the ability to even do this, to have a best friend who's so supportive when I'm like, can we film on Wednesday? And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah. And like earlier, I'm like in my zone trying to get everything set up. And she's like, what can I do? What can I do? I'm just like so grateful that I even have that. Like some people don't even have friends that they can do this with. And I'm just like forever thankful for this. So that being said, today we hope that you learned a little bit more about me.
Yeah.
And see me in a new light. Sometimes we're loud and crazy and goofy and silly, and sometimes we're just like chill, but I feel like this was very in our element today, and I'm glad that I got to be vulnerable, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the more vulnerable moments I've had on the pod so far.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure that you follow Natalia. I'll put her little thing right here. Y'all know how to find her. She's literally all over my stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Make sure you follow her. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. I can't speak. Leave a rating, something. It'll help me out a lot.
Support.
And yeah, support for sure. If you're listening, go watch on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Maybe go listen, run my streams up on both. I would sincerely appreciate it. But yeah, make sure that you tune in next week. We're going to have another good episode very, very soon. But until then, have a fabulous day. Thank you for tuning in. We love you.
Bye.